Well, McKenna's made several balls, including the one. And this is a bit of a tough shot on the 2-ball. It'll run down that rail.
Well, Jerry, over the years, we've always had drama here in Cardiff on Judgment Day. This is no different. This match an epitome of the kind of drama, tension, and mistakes we see when we're at the World Championship. Feather, feather, tickle.
That showed a lot of poise, because had that cue ball rolled much further, he would have been blocked.
More poise than Beau Brummel on roller skates. He's in control. That mistake, bad though it was, is forgotten.
He only had one pocket to play this 4-ball in, that being the side. The 8-ball appears to be blocking the corner, although this overhead shot, it's really hard to read something that tight.
Trying to peg back to 4-2.
Well, he tickled that in the side and then flirted with the 8. That could have been a tragedy in the making.
Well, yes. So he's just taking it at his own pace. McKenna, looking at the orange, he's got an angle to develop it from the rail out to just about there. And is it going to worry him that this is super straight?
No, he can just draw back towards center table and he'll be in great shape.
And he still has angle, you see. It's only with 10 degree incoming angle, but it could be enough to actually get perfect position on this 9. And he'll forgot the horrible miss he made earlier on. Again, a bit of angle, always an advantage when you're trying to take the 9.
One more shot to draw closer. Now it's 4-2. Rob McKenna starting a comeback against Imran Majid, but it's Majid's break. McKenna knows this break shot can work for him or against him. The balls can always roll up in trouble for Majid, even if he makes something.
Eyes of a predator. Is it the claw?
Well, the 1-ball is down. The 2-ball is down. He needs to fabricate something with the 3, and that's not going to be easy. There's the break. You can see how the 3-ball develops into a problem. This could be the break McKenna needs. But you know, there's a very easy safety. Yeah, he's going to just put McKenna in jail.
Yeah, northern expression where I come from up in Yorkshire. Have a bit of that, pal. Might be the same in Texas. That's pretty nasty. How does he get out of this without setting the red up?
Well, that's the tough part. He's got to hit this with some pace, 2 rails, and hope that that 6-ball will act as a blocker for him. And what a beautiful shot.
Game on in Cardiff. McKenna fighting for this one. Enjoying the fight.
Well, what Majid's going to be looking at, he has the possibility of moving the cue ball off of this 3 and tying it up behind this 8. If he can do that, he'll put McKenna back in a world of hurt. But that's asking an awful lot with this angle.
Well, that's the only line of track. He can see 20% of the red ball.
He would have to hit that shot so gently that a lot of things could go awry. If it hits a piece of chalk that happens to be on the table, he would foul because it might hit the 6.
Cliff said about earlier in commentary, I was never a floater. If you float the ball gently, go off.
Well, McKenna got a break. Majid could not get out of that problem. But his problems aren't over. He's got to avoid that 8-ball when he makes the 4, or he'll be stuck on the wrong side of the table. And I don't think he wants to settle for something quite that long. If he can avoid the 8, he can spin 2 rails. Oh, he just kissed off the 8, used it like it was a rail. Great shot.
One impressed Texan sitting next to me. Group 1 qualifiers. McKenna in the holder. Gallego. Chung. Kim Davenport made it. Got a pals here. Him. Young. Nathani. Lloyd and Somas.
Going home.
Yeah, Judgment Day. It's never easy for some.
Well, McKenna's making one of his patented comebacks.
There you go. Well, you're not going to be World 8-Ball Champion, which has just finished being shown on Sky Sports. Rob's won that title twice against some very hard men like Jason Twist and the likes of that and Quentin Han. Hard guys go in for that, and he's used to rooking with the best of them, this lad.
Rob McKenna going back to work, and he has got an easy out here. He's going to bring us to 4-3. What could have been if he had not made that error earlier.
If ifs and ands was pots and pans, there'd been a trade for tinkers. People probably wouldn't watch this game or take it up around the world in the millions like they do. This for 4-3.
It's in. Rob McKenna. A lot of problems for this young man have been solved. Way down in the hole, he has crawled out to come back and needs this rack to draw even with Imran Majid. It's been an amazing show.
And it's been amazingly like Groundhog Day, because he's always caused drama here with his loads of fans in Cardiff as McKenna. Tonight, no exception.
Needs the 1 ball to develop. Oh, that's not going to be nice.
Face says it all.
You take another look how this 1 ball rolls into a tough spot.
Look at this. He looks like Shrek on an upset night.
No, you can see he's not happy with this.
To the table quick though, must have a plan.
Oh yeah, he's going to duck behind that 3 ball. The crowd likes it. Majid does not.
Well, here you go. If you're just coming in, you missed some fun. McKenna 2-zip down, had a doddle of a 9, and he sliced the ball badly. Horrible miscue. Game could have turned on that shot. As it is, he isn't buried. He's got a few nails in, but the hand is holding up the lid.
Well, this is really, really tough. He's got no way to get to this ball except with a very tough 2-railer, and he has to avoid the 9 ball going down. Foul shot, and he has locked up the 3 and the 4. Pretty smart play.
Taking in an awful lot of oxygen through the nostrils and the mouth though, because it must be in his head what might have been, and I think he knows the caliber of McKenna. And here we go. We could well be going to the hill, to Hill.
Could be going there, except he's got to solve the problem Majid gave him with that 3 and that 4 ball.
Right, we know what he's going to do with the 1. Roll it along the cush. The blue comes bottom left. At what stage does he try and break out?
I don't see that he can break it out. What I do see is that he can drive into the 3 ball, leave the cue ball where the 3 is now, and send the 3 ball 3 rails to hide.
There's the first.
He's in real trouble. He's in real trouble.
How near was this to a good shot there?
Well, it was near. He needed it to hit the rail and bounce out so he could play that safety, and instead it hits the 6 ball and dies. Another intentional foul, trying to tie these balls up so that Majid has nothing to shoot. He's going to play a safety and leave McKenna all tied up behind the 4.
If Imran takes
He's got to be careful
balls
here.
on the table, he takes the game.
He has to watch the foul.
A nip shot that's in and out at an angle of 45 degrees or higher.
What he's done here is he's taken the rail away from McKenna. The rail that's closest to him, which would be the one he would like to use to get to this ball, is out of the question now. He has to go all the way down to the foot rail and back, cover a lot of territory, and he has missed the ball. No, he just nipped it. Here's a look at it. He hits it coming back. Just barely nips it and makes a good shot out of what would have been a foul.
Is there an aggressive option here? Is he going to take on this attempt at a long putt?
Sure, there is. He just makes the 3 ball and rolls forward for the 4, and the game is in his pocket. But the whole match rests on this one shot here.
Slightly awkward cueing. Heart of the pocket, though.
He would have liked to have rolled another 6 inches to take the tension out of his arm.
Precisely. But the thin clip, I don't think is going to worry him.
I tell you what, the way this guy's been playing, this isn't going to bother him a bit. He can go back and forth across the table as long as he avoids hitting the 5 ball. He'll have shape. Put a little left English on it to avoid that 5. Well, he can't seem to get the angle he wants.
No, this is a much harder shot than where your shot would have got him, I think.
I tell you, this is one tough shot after another.
Well, he didn't get a bronze medal in the European Championships by being a mug. There's his task coming into your living room, this orange. And
watch the
is he
cue
in
ball.
Position? Yes.
Well, he is, but he's much closer to that ball than he's going to be comfortable with.
Can he get the crank needed to screw back?
He can if he jacks the rear end of the cue stick way up. He can dig down on the ball and actually masse it backwards.
Here he goes then to silence the McKenna fans.
Again, tougher than he would like it to be, but we certainly expect him to make this ball and take the match. Imran Majid needs this shot for the win. He's got it, Sid. He beats the local boy 5-3. Imran Majid with one heck of a beautiful performance on this table.
And that's one that McKenna can look back on and think, if only I had not miscued, it could have been a totally different story.
Would have been completely different.